Hey sexy people, welcome to today's video, which is Wargames Illustrated issue 420. We've got some great artwork on the front of some medieval knights attacking a formation. So cool. The other PARTIZAN 2022 here, best games from the show. Hail Caesar 2nd edition, Rick Priestley reveals all, and the Silver Bayonet, the finale of our campaign. So let's jump straight in. This month's cover artwork, Charge of Burgundian Cavalry by Neil Roberts. So no further info about it than that. Right, let's jump straight in. So we've got our subscription for Wargames Illustrated. Bolt Action still advertising their Desert War, Gentleman's War. Quick Fire. So what do we got in Quick Fire? Short, quick read posts from WI readers about their hobby projects, notes, news and observations. The Plastic Crack podcast in full swing. If You Go Down to the Woods Today by Paul McKay. Well, maybe not the woods, but venturing into the world of social media for the first time, which I did during the UK's first lockdown, did fill me with a degree of trepidation. My wife had warned me that it could be a toxic environment, and this has turned out to be true to a certain extent, in the way certain individuals and comedians can comment about the minis you post. However, most people I've come across online have been helpful with their time and generally offer encouraging words and advice. That's probably accurate. We've got a nice shot here of Rogue Hero Rolls Out by Andrew Byrne. It's a LRDG truck. So nice. Right, Geek Nation Tours presents Miniatures in Nottingham tour. Observation post. New and forthcoming war games. Stuff you need to know about. Right, here we go. Spanish Infantry box set. These look, they're in a scale of 1/144 scale, so they're going to be quite small. So 1/72 scale, they're going to be half the size of that. Forgotten Battles, Raids on the European Theatre, 1939-45. Okay, so that's interesting. So there's a destroyer blocking some gates there. I wonder if that's Saint Nazaire raid, and I wonder if this is talking about the commando raids. The selling point of the latest module book from Anschluss Publishing is its focus on various forgotten raids that impacted the ebb and flow of World War II battles in Europe. While other World War II scenario books might pick up an army or campaign to define their overall theme, Raids in the European theatre weaves a patchwork of 16 high-impact attacks together as scenarios. Not all are quite so forgotten either. Classics like Operation Chariot, which is the raid on Saint Nazaire, and Operation Jubilee, the sizable raid on Dieppe, get a good few pages of background and special rules. What's maybe more exciting are the lesser known scenarios that get just as much attention. These include Eben Emael, part of Germany's initial attack on Belgium, featuring gliders. Operation Archery, British commanders attacking a fish oil factories in Norway. And Hill 858, German mountain infantry raiding a snowbound Soviet strong point in northern Finland. So yeah, that looks like it's really good. Could be a really good World War II wargaming booklet. Archon Studio, Dungeons and Lasers Townsfolk Miniatures Pack. So these guys, I've seen a few of these things that Dungeons and Lasers have done in regards to their scenery packs, and they look quite good. Obviously modular scenery that you can clip together or whatever for the purposes of doing your dungeon crawlers, etc. And these look like various civilians, merchants, etc. Archon Studio here, and these are the dungeons and lasers townsfolk here. So we've got a child with cape, a washerwoman, blacksmith, gravedigger, beggar, innkeeper, tavern maid, merchant, noble lady, scholar, and a peddler. Yeah, they look really cool. And these from Archon look really good as well. And then we've got Osprey Publishing Xenos Rampant. So this looks like a futuristic wargaming, science fiction wargame battles thing. Release Radar, a catalogue of World War II armour and artillery. So Bacchus 6mm at bacchus6mm.com have released some new 6mm Russian World War II artillery: 76 M36, 76 M39, 122mm M37, 122 M38 and 203 field gun, and 152mm field gun M3. So that's quite an impressive selection there. Up in the scale to 10mm, M3 and M5 half tracks, so various gun motor carriages, anti-aircraft carriages, standard armoured personnel carriers of the M3, M5 half tracks range, done by pendragon.co.uk. Fantastic beasts, quality plastic fantasy figures, footsore miniatures for these guys, and midlandminiatures.co.uk for these sort of like halflings up the top. Some battle mats here, and naval ship models of World War II in 1/1250 and 1/1200 scale. So if you're into your naval stuff, they could be interesting. So yeah, these battle mats look nice. My problem is that a lot of these battle mats that I'm seeing, like in the 6 foot by 4 foot range on the neoprene, I'm seeing a lot of them go for around about 70 odd quid, which I actually, what do you think? I mean, I think that's quite steep, personally. Right, full paper jacket, here we go. Ancient, Antorius, the real King Arthur, Medieval, Bosworth, 1485. We've got something released, Napoleonics, so it's Wellington's Other Army, the Portuguese Army in the Peninsular War, 1807 to 1814. We've got American Civil War, Writing the Longstreet Record at Gettysburg, 6 Matters of Controversy and Confusion, World War I, Tannenberg, 1914, Destruction of the Russian Second Army, and another book called Unravelling the Myth of Sergeant Alvin York. World War II, Fighting Vichy from Horseback, British Mounted Cavalry in Action, Syria, 1941. Last Hill, the epic story of a Ranger battalion in the battle that defined World War II. Vietnam, we have Vietnam Combat, Firefights and Writing History, and then for modern we've got Paras in Afghanistan. Team Yankee, Flames of War Starter Force here. This is a BMD Air Assault Battalion. So looking at this, we've got 9 BMD1 or BMD2 transports. So that would be these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. We've got 2 Hind 24s. We got, what are these? T72s? No, they're listing these as T64 BV tanks. 3 BTR-ZD. So I'm assuming that's these because they look like they've got anti-aircraft attachments. The 2 Hind assault carriers. 9 assault rifle teams. So that's these guys here. 6 RPG-7 anti-tank teams. So again, here, more miniatures here. 1 exclusive alternate command team. Right, so we've got this little thing stood on its own under like an inverted McDonald's sign. So I wonder if that's the exclusive alternate command team. But yeah, World War III, Team Yankee, Red Dawn. Looks good. Looks impressive. It's nice set of minis there. Designer's notes. Never mind the bill hooks. Deluxe. So just talking about medieval wargaming here, I think. So Hibernia, Northumbria, Lusitania, Bohemia. Table Station by Bill Hooks. Editor Dan. Cards and Tokens. Helvetia. Italia. Kit bashing and modelling info. Tactica 2022 show report. So here we go. This looks like it was a modern scenario, busy what-if scenario, set somewhere in a war-torn modern Africa. Yeah, the Spectre operations rules were being used. Nice scenery, actually. Siege of Malta. Great Siege of Malta, 1565 being reenacted here. Omaha Beach. Why? Somebody tell me, right? Why Omaha gets all the coverage? Okay, when you had Utah, Juneau, Sword, and Gold as well. You know, 3 of the other beaches were Canadian and British. So, come on, tell me. If I remember, I can't remember which one of my forebear regiments went. The Royal Hampshires. I can't remember which one they landed on. But it'd be nice to see some of the other beaches get a mention and a look in. Right, Styrodor Workshop here, looking at various miniatures and how they've built them by the look of it. So, got what looks like a miniature Helm's Deep. This could be Minas Tirith, possibly. Just talking bill hooks. So bill hooks deluxe. So it looks like the talking point for this month's magazine is bill hooks system. So again, we're looking at medieval wargaming here. Keen Bill Hooker, Mike Peters presents a guide to the game's core units with a focus on the Wars of the Roses, his most played period, and highlights a few of the new treats to be found in the pre-release at Bill Hooks Deluxe. So yeah, we've got quite a few pages on that interview. Painting and modelling, how to build an Old West mine. So that looks cool. So it looks like you're making the core building out of foam card and then cladding it. Yeah, there you go. Receipt. Looks good, I like it. I'm sure if you, rather than using wood, used some sort of futuristic cladding material, you could use the same base structure, clad it in something sci-fi, and use it in a more modern science fiction sort of like Infinity or Warhammer type war game. The mine cage and interior. So they've got a little mine cage in this as well. Painting Harry Hotspur. Okay, Callum France shares his work on our recent Giants in Miniatures release, Sir Henry Percy, also known as Harry Hotspur, and explains how he achieved the shiny finish on Harry's realistic metal armour, as well as sharing details on painting faces, bases and freehand heraldry. You can apply Callum's approach to armour from any period. So a nice little painting tutorial here on how to get the best out of your dies encased in metal. And how he freehanded the tunic, the heraldic tunic. Hail again, Caesar. Designer's notes. So this is a look at the design of the game for Hail Caesar in these pages. So what's new? I said that the sweet spot for Hail Caesar is a larger multiplayer game, and whilst that remains true, many players also enjoy the game when played as a traditional one-on-one war game with armies of a size that fits comfortably onto an 8x4 or even a 6x4 table. So sort of things, we've got open order expanded, new orders. Speaking of the advance, we've also added 2 new orders specific to the army's general advance, and where is your courage? Turn to face, tinker terrain, pikes. Okay, examples of basing. So this looks like how you would base your units for when setting up on the table, etc. And we've got some great information on siege assault, later medieval adaptations, etc. Right, Bill Hooks Deluxe again, the Battle of Seminara. So it looks like we're in Italy for this. Okay, so this looks like they've got some quick rules in order to play this game. Yeah, so number one, the Bill Hooks author Andy Callum presents a scenario for Italia, one of the new theatres in Bill Hooks Deluxe. So we've got our order of battle information, how to deploy, special rules, quick reference sheet, and some of these cards, etc. Silver Bayonet Society, the finale, part 2. So this is something that looks like it's some form of dungeon crawler by the look of it. Into the armory, across the fiery chasm, Runnel with the wolves. Yeah, so they're using various. Oh, look at this fish monster! It's like the creature from the Black Lagoon on steroids. It's fantastic. It's been working out. He's got a bit buff. Right, okay. So you go. Right, Footstool Miniatures Medieval Diorama. So how Callum France shares how he made a versatile display for the various Footstool Miniatures peasant figures. So fairly easy step-by-step guide for a little basing diorama that you can then obviously use to display some other miniatures on. Okay, Wargames Illustrated 2022 awards as voted by you. Okay, so this is, it says, it's that time of year again. We're asking for your votes for the 2022 Wargames Illustrated awards, which companies, rules, accessories, games and models in our illustrious hobby are worthy of your tick in the box. Okay, so now this would have come out at around the start of December. All right, I'm late getting it onto video because once again, my local Smiths didn't have it in store, so I've had to go a bit further afield. So this, you know, even if this had come out on the 30th or 29th of November, right? You've got an advert here for voting that says voting closes 1st of December. Surely this should have been put into the November issue, because this is the December 2022 issue that I picked up this month, and it's not last month's because we've done that. But yeah, I'm not following their think on this. Anyhow, it just says that the categories are Best Wargames Rules Game, Best Miniature Manufacturer, Best Range of Miniatures, Best Wargames Terrain Accessory or Building Manufacturer, Best Customer Service from any business within the hobby, Best New Rules Game 2022, Best Issue of Wargames Illustrated 2022, Best Wargames Illustrated Article of 2022, and Best Wargame Show 2022. So, yeah. Right, the other Partisan 2022. Old Guard Wargame Club, Vietnam What If. Here, the WI team headed to the second Partisan of the year and were blown away by the bounty of beautiful gaming tables. This is a nice frosted winter wargaming table here. I can't quite make out what it is. It could be Napoleonics or something like that. Or it could be World War II. Yeah, it looks like it might be World War II. Because I'm seeing oil drums here. That looks like some form of tankette. I was thrown a little bit by this horse and wagon. But there you go. So we've got also this one is a Vietnam game in progress. The Iron Brigade Vikings, Sheffield and Rotherham WGC Welcome to Zamibia. So this is an interesting one. What's this? 15mm Imaginations Battle presented a 1960s what if civil war in fictional African nation. And Bunker, the War of the Worlds. And they've got this really great tripods here. Tripod miniatures. Fantastic. Right, Old Pikey's Battle of the Bulge. So there you go, that was Battle of the Bulge. Right. Are we to assume that this is then Baston? Shrewsbury Wargame Society, 1067. It's nice, medieval type scenario here. Mott and Bailey Castle as well. The Lard Zone, 2 Fat Lardies, Arnhem Chain of Command game on this table. Maori, so New Zealand war game here. Battle of Chateau Hougoumont. So this is, I'm assuming because it's Chateau Hougoumont, it's going to be Napoleonic, specifically Waterloo. Peterborough Wargame Society, Chef du Pont Causeway, I Ain't Been Shot, Mum. A wonderfully different 6mm board showing causeways elevated above the flooded marshlands of the Murderay River near Saint Mary Glees during the Normandy invasion. Okay, cool. Boondock Saints, Venetians versus Ottomans. And that was a lot. That was that. So, and then we're into the final pages of advertising. And again, I can't see anywhere in the magazine where they say the next issue is going to be out. For those that have watched these videos before, you know that's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Anyhow, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. That was Wargames Illustrated, issue 420 for December 2022. Alright, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.